Friends, the business of pharma industry and pharma economy which impacts on the Indian GDP is much crucial and plays a very vital role in our India. So friends, a medical representative who meets with the doctors and promotes his brands in front of the doctors and inside the chamber of the doctors and carries and takes a business which is much responsible for the overall GDP in our India. Yes, friends, my name is Mukesh Kumar. Once again, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. So, I'll be talking about today all the things regarding the pharma business. So, first of all, I have divided the five things that the evolution and the growth of the pharma industry in our India, how it took place specifically. So, I'll be elaborating all the things. Friends, if I talk about the pharma business evolution, so prior to the freedom of our India, mean to say the era of pre-independence means the since 1850 to 1947 when the India was under the British rule. So first of all, I will say that it was a kind of British colonial rule it was called at that time. So in which many pharma industries were established by the British people only in our India. And second one, if I talk about the import of medicines, yes, import of medicines were carried out from the Britain itself in our India, and but there was a criteria was kept by the British people that the medicines were much expensive for the Indian people and inaccessible as well. And on the other hand, before the independence of India, emergence of Indian companies was also there. Like there is a company named by the Bengal Chemicals, was established in 1892. I think, as per my recall, as per the studies I have gone through the history. So Bengal Chemicals was a kind of manufacturer at that time, and 1892, Bengal Chemicals performed a very good manufacturing services in our India. So I'm all the things I'm talking about the pre-independence of India. So the Bengal Chemicals was the first manufacturer in our India who gave full and competitive service to our India regarding our manufacturing services of the medicine. This was the story of the pre-independence of India since 1850 to 1947. But now I talk about the post-independence India. That was from 1947 to 1960. So first of all, Indian government gave the order for the nationalization of the pharma industries first, and second was that establishment of public sector companies. Some public sector companies were also allowed by the Indian government because now the India was totally free from the British rule after the 1947. So the Indian Drugs and Pharmaceutical Limited was a kind of company incorporated with the help of allowance of the Indian government. And on the other hand, Indian government also allowed to import the substitution. Import the substitution means to say it refers to the import of the raw materials from the another countries, from the some raw materials and chemicals were imported from the other countries, mean to say it was a kind of helpful for the manufacturer which was totally based and incorporated in the India. So these were the three particulars which was done by the Indian government after the freedom of India. Friends, just I talked about the pre-independence and post-independence activities and some events happened in the pharma industries with the help of government, with the help of Indian government and British government, what happened in pharma industry specifically in our country. So if I say about the third point is that is after the freedom of India from the British rule, that is the growth and expansion, how growth and expansion in the pharma industry happened with the help of Indian government. So first of all, Indian government thought about to came to I think we can say to bring an impact toward the patent act. Yes. So Patent Act of the any particular medicines, drugs which is being catered by a pharmaceutical manufacturer, specifically if I say. So the growth and expansion happened only with the help of one rule, that is the Patent Act 1970 rule, by which the Indian government and Indian pharma industry came to in front of the Indian pharma business with the help of this act only, because they were able to manufacture some generic medicines. If there is a patent of a molecule which belongs to any other country, any other country's pharma industry, but with the help of this act which Indian government brought, so Indian pharma industries came in this effect that they will be eligible to manufacture the generic medicines as well. Friends, in pharma industry, in Indian pharma industry, in 1990, it happened, the globalization and liberalization of the pharma industry. So if I talk about the globalization and liberalization of the pharma industry, it happened between 1990 to 2000. So first companies acquired the first the, if I say, the merging process. Yes, merging process. The Indian pharma companies started to merge with the foreign pharma industries, foreign pharma companies. So this boosted the total economy of our Indian pharma industry. And second one is that the economic liberalization. In this category, economic liberalization when it started, so many pharma industry from the India got the investment from the foreign countries. So that's why there was a boost in the manufacturing processes and practices in the pharma industry. So these were the two factors, specifically if I say about the globalization of the Indian pharma sector. So these were the two factors only: the merging of the Indian companies with the foreign companies, foreign pharma sector companies, and another factor was the foreign investment were taken by the Indian pharma industry. Friends, if I talk about the last one, that is fifth number of the Indian pharma industry history, that is contemporary era, from 2010, since since 2010 till present. That is a orientation towards the research and development centers have been emerged and incorporated in our private sector companies as well as the government sector companies, and the growth towards the regulatory affairs. Many regulatory bodies are also there and are now present that for the quality assurance of our products. So the present scenario, the pharma industry has a very contemporary era, we can say, and just we are going to head towards a very good approach for the pharmaceutical industry specifically. And one thing that is important, many regulatory bodies have been established in our India right now. So that's why we are we can say we are the leader in the pharma industry if I talk globally. So friends, in our usual life, just we have observed one thing in the market. Just we go here and there and wander here and there to promote our sales, to promote our brand in front of doctors, inside the chambers of the doctor. So these were the struggling points in which the rising factors from the of the pharma industry taken place since our ancient times in our pharma industry. So I think in the next video I will be telling all the things how pharma industry evolved itself, and with the help of Indian government bodies and regulatory bodies I will be telling more. If you do agree with this, we can say with the factors, what are the affecting factors by which pharma industry can be grow in a more and in a higher towards the achievement, we can say. So I'll be telling you more thing, whatever the comments will be given by you all in the comment box. So bye for now, meet you in the next video. Thank you, goodbye.